Good morning. Welcome back. It's still cold here. Wednesday. It's supposed to get up to the mid-40s this afternoon. So hopefully that melts off a lot of our snow, including the snow on the corn, and we can get back to shelling corn. I'm hoping this afternoon. We'll see. This morning, we're going to go spread some more fertilizer. All right, we got a full spreader load. Our pile has shrunk quite a bit. We got probably three more full spreader loads there, but it's shrunk quite a bit. Given how melty everything is, the snow melting off the roof and all the water on the pad here, we may run into a muddy mess here this morning, but we're gonna get this one done anyway. Yeah, it's definitely warmer today. You know, I can tell. The snow is much more packy, it's denser, wetter, because it's not fluffing up and getting my back window all covered in dust or powdery snow, and then it melts and I can't see it. That's good. We're going to finish the field we started last night. We made it up to the last pass. We're going to do this one. We just had 2 rounds to go here in this field. And then we've got 36 acres over that way that's bean stubble that just needs some potash on it, and then Dad can do the tillage over there. And then we're going to go up the road to another field that's getting it's corn stalks going back to corn next year and needs to be ripped, but we got to get this spread, and then we need to get a little bit of map in. So we'll see where we're at from there. Yep, snow's going to be gone here shortly. It melted a bunch overnight, I can tell, because the ground is warm. It's melting from the bottom up. Now with the air temperature being warm, that'll finish off the rest of it. We'll see if we can shell corn this afternoon. It might get really greasy and slippery on top. The ground might get muddy, but the snow should get off the plants, and that's what we need. Figures that we would have a nice dry fall for the most part and have all our equipment relatively clean and never work in the mud until the last 100 acres, and then we'll just get everything all muddy right before we have to clean it up. Just how it works. Wrapping up our second field here. This one is bean stubble going to corn next year, so wasn't one that we're just adding on after the chicken litter stuff like we talked about yesterday. So this field got a 250 pound rate, a little bit higher. Straight rate across the whole field, which I was a little surprised by because there's quite a bit of soil variation, but that must be what the soil test level shows. So yeah, got this one done. Now we're gonna head up the road to another field. Like I said, it's corn stalks, but it's going back to corn next year, so it will get a variable rate, maybe a little bit higher than the 150 as well. Let's see, did we put chicken litter out there last year? Yes, we did. I'll have to look at it. So we made it up the road to this field of corn stalks, going back to corn next year. For the most part, this field was all just 160 pounds. There's one zone here. We got a little extra. I think it was 230 in that green area. So we're gonna wrap this one up. We've got 6,500. We'll have 6,000 pounds or so left on here. We'll probably just hit a field on the way back to the farm and spread that out and go reload. I do need to get about 5 tons of map in yet and have them bring it and put it right in my spreader. I'm trying to debate and decide whether I should do that now, get those, there's 3 fields that need it done, or just keep spreading potash, because I've got quite a bit of potash that needs to be spread and can be spread right now first. And then I'm also like, well, are we gonna combine corn today? I don't know. We'll just have to see how things are going. So I need to go look at the cornfield again and see if the snow is all off the stalks and just on the ground yet, or if there's still snow stuck on the leaves and the stalks, the corn that would plug the combine out. Got done with that field and we had about 5,000 pounds or 5,500 pounds left on, and so we came over here. I got 31 acres in this field. Should use it just about up, not quite all of it. We'll just jump across the road and spread that. That's the last field that we did where we finished up shelling. It was Saturday already. So all these fields need 150 pounds. They all got chicken litter last year, so just a slow rate. Right at the end of it here, so I'm by the road. Should we just pull out here? Probably. Yeah, we'll just do that. Just making a perimeter. We made it not even a quarter of the way around this field. It was across the road from where we just were, just trying to run it out. Look at the water melting off of our overhang now. I'll show you in a minute. Yeah, it's melting fast now. I don't think there's that much snow left up there. Gosh dang, that's tall. We gotta get a long ways away to see. There we go. There's still some. Not a lot. So the neighbor's corn on the corner down here does not have any snow on it. I haven't looked at our field. It's a couple miles down the road. Are we okay with sloppy ground conditions? Because I think we can shell the corn. The question is, how much do we want to track up the fields? I don't have an answer for that. We'll see what Dad and Phil think. All right, well, we had a meeting, had to do some paperwork and do some stuff there, and then went to lunch. I believe the combine needs fuel, so we're going to check the oil, pull it up, and get the fuel running. Then we're going to go over and check the field conditions, road conditions, all that kind of stuff. See if we can shell some corn this afternoon. Yeah, it's going to be a little sticky, the ground here, but we don't see any snow on the plants. Look at all that tar spot. Eesh. Okay, I think we're going to be okay. We're just going to get mud stuck to the tires and kind of make a sloppy mess. Should be good corn here. This is one of our best fields for corn. Let's go, let's go! On to the last farm. Harvest 25. I should have probably went ahead of Dad and gone to grab signs, but that's all right. I'll follow him. It's fine. The flashers on the back of the combine got so much dust on them you can barely see them. Yeesh. Window's dirty. Well, we made it to the field. We'll get started here. Let's see, does this help at all? Negative. Gonna have to wash windows today. Get some end rows opened up, make some room. We are gonna dump trucks on the road. I know, it's terrible, horrible farmers dumping trucks on the road, or dumping grain cart on the road. Well, we got this opened up. So like I was saying, we are dumping on the road here. There's a driveway in the corner down there, and there's a driveway right behind me, which makes it easy to just kind of come around the circle. We don't have to worry about turning around. I have not seen a single vehicle other than our two trucks come down this road since we started the field. So it is a very low traffic road. We're not impeding traffic. We're not getting a bunch of mud and dirt on the road. It's not as bad out here as I thought it might be. So the tracks on the cart are pretty clean. Tracks on the tractor are clean. We're doing good. This is also very good corn. I have my iPad in here, I have that one, but I also have this one. I've been using it for seed business stuff the last couple of days, so I just grabbed it and brought it with me. And because the Connect Mobile is a Wi-Fi based system, there's no actual cable in the cab, I can actually pull it up from here and kind of monitor exactly what he can see in the combine and all his settings and stuff. And you can see what the yield's doing right here, instant. It's good. It's really good corn. This is a good farm, is a good variety. Yeah, we're up to 279. It's really good corn here. So average is at 225, but I've watched that go up about 5 bushel just in the last round because he did, end rows that were bad. So this was coon damage, that red spot out in the field. It's really good corn. Most of it will be until we get into a little bit shorter rows that fall off a little bit over there, but not a lot. So that makes me feel good. Well, that's fun. Dad just came on the radio and said, I'm not going to make it too far back going the other way. And I came and said, must be decent corn. I already know it's decent corn, but 250s to 260, he said. So he is full. Full. We were on empty when we were on the other end of the field. Yeah, he wasn't going very much farther, was he? Cool. Let's see, let's pull up our iPad here. Awful lot of green on there. That's the same scale we've been using on every field, so that tells you something. 296. 250, 270, 273, 281. Yeah, that's fun. can't see the load totals here. It would be awesome to be able to see what the load is, but it doesn't show up. I could do it. I'd have to go through John Deere Ops Center and remote into the display, but yeah, that's awesome. So like I said when we were starting this field here, this field is historically our best cornfield, or at least our best dryland non-irrigated cornfield. It's really good soil types. It's right along the creek that dumps into the river. We're kind of in that sort of river bottom type ground. It's well tiled, so it doesn't drown out. We don't have wet spots that we lose. And usually we can get it planted fairly early. Now this year was a little bit later planted. This field was the last one to get worked up, field cultivated in April before it rained, but I didn't get it planted. We were almost ready to come here, so I kind of just stale seed bed, if you will, came back and planted it a couple weeks later without doing any more tillage to it. Sorry for the shadows and not being able to see me. It's just the way the sun is right now. But yeah, it's historically been very, very good. And I was pretty excited to get here anyway because the field that we have a mile south, the bean fields that we had right close here were really good relative to some of the other stuff. And so I had a feeling that maybe we got just a little bit more rain to the west here. We're about 2.5 miles west of the farm. And the crops are a little bit better in this direction. So that's good. We're going to end on a high note. We've got there's 46 acres in this field, and then we jump across the creek and do another 78 over there. That field's got a little more sand. It's not quite as good. Probably not going to be as good a corn, but it should still go well over 200. So good times. That's a lot for one round. What did it say for average for the round?
I think it was around 245. I missed it when it switched.
245 is good. Well, we are making our way across this field here. Dad got the end rows in front of the woods done. So, I don't know, we got maybe 12 to 15 acres to go, probably less than 15. And it's been really good corn all the way across here. So, trucks are getting a little behind. Hopefully he can keep up long enough for us to finish this up. But, yeah, we're gonna look at how green that map is. The end rows kill us every time, but we're still at a 235 average. That's awesome. I wonder what that pass was. I bet it was really good. Really good. We've reached the speedy side of the field here where I've got to go all the way across the field, so we got to get here in a hurry. Corn's been really good, but we're about done with the field here now. The row's got a lot shorter, so he's not getting us full, but let's see, we are at 2 acres to go, 2.5, 237 average. That's fantastic corn. Awesome. Excited to have it. So I asked on the radio a minute ago, are we going to go across the river and open up the next field tonight or not? And Dad said, nope, let's call it a night. It is 6:25. So we're going to do that. So no reason for Phil to come back here tonight. Yeah, we're in good shape. Down to 78 acres of corn to go. So we're gonna have to haul and dry some corn tomorrow, so I don't know if we'll be back shelling tomorrow or not. I hope so. If I can convince them to dry corn and haul corn in the morning, and then we will come shell in the afternoon. Probably still won't finish tomorrow, but we'd get dang close. Bringing up the last 8 rows here. We got this field done. 46 acres. That's good. 46 acres of the best corn that we've had so far by a long shot. This field was better than the irrigated field. They said much better soil types, more rainfall. We're a little ways from the irrigated field, so feels good. That's an awesome one. All right, well, we got that done. I think when I started this field, I told you that this rows on the west side, the short rows in front of the woods, were going to fall off a little bit. They didn't, or at least didn't really. The whole field stayed really good. There was a few spots with some raccoon damage that did cost us a little bit of yield. But overall, yeah, best field of corn we've had so far. I was trying to change the scale to make it...
You want a front down there?
Something easier to see. No, it's all right. Some variation and stuff, but yeah, that was all really good. And the field average, come on, 237.81. Dang good corn. Dang good corn. So we're going to take a truck, go back to the farm. I assume Phil's drying some corn and at least have the overhead full here tonight. Maybe even load the trucks. That would be good so that we can have as much out of the wet bin as possible, and then we can get a good start tomorrow. And we could move a lot of corn in a hurry if we have 2 trucks on the road and just go. So, all right, good deal. Well, we don't have that much wet corn out there. There's 2 lights on the wet bin. So there's some. I guess he's been drying into the big bin. The big bin is about full. It's not topped off clear full, so we can put a little bit in there yet, but not much. And now he's drying into the overhead bin. We're going to fill both trucks in the overhead tonight, so we'll have 5 loads worth that can go out first thing in the morning. Why is there a car in my parents' house at 7 o'clock at night? Who in the heck is that? I don't know. Not my problem. Anyway, so I'll probably get to play truck driver in the morning, run a couple of loads in at least, and we'll see if we got any more wet corn or if he dries it all into the big bin tonight, or I don't know where we're going to be, but we should be able to shell corn tomorrow afternoon. So thanks for watching. Have a good night. If you have any questions, comments, leave them down below. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Give the video a thumbs up for me. I appreciate that, and we will see you again tomorrow. Won't be the last day of harvest, but it will be close to the second to last day of harvest.